Sup? We back. We back. We back. We back. Do I need to let me check my roster and see what really our team needs are. We don't need no what. Damn. We don't need no receivers. A center, maybe a right tackle. Defensive end, Lucas Van Ness. Yeah, we don't need one of them. Keely Ringo. We need a punter too. We'll see what's out there in the world of running backs. We'll see. Okay. Damn, somebody ready to negotiate already? Jalen Johnson. JJ a superstar. I'm only really worried about these first few guys. Let's get Jalen out the way. Okay, Jalen might get traded. Damn. Let's see how we do after this year. Y'all was tripping, fool. Delegate to the staff. He got me in. Oh, he gonna be a top 5 guy. And they got us finishing back down there, y'all. they got us finishing back at 6. He not finna throw that ball short. Who is he on? Payne, the only one. Brisker can probably come off here at 80. Let's see if we can get another young guy. Shit, put Fields on there. He need it. Yeah, he'll start, but he need all the extra help he can. Very unkind. Very unkind. Okay, damn, the Giants 150 yards? Oh, tripping.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your lineup and evaluate him on the field to unlock his true potential.
Fucking get an ability slot already. Damn, he gonna be that. He must gonna be that. What is DJ Moore's speed and shit? You know what? I never looked at DJ Moore. Never. Never looked at him. He running 93 like Mooney. Okay. We got all speed up there. Claypool shit decent. It's higher than a couple of guys I had in his slot before. You feel me? Okay. Okay, he running 93 speed too. That's good. Ready.
It's week 3 of the 2023 season. Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Giants and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Wentz. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble reviewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 83 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game planning and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
From the 29, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard just shy of there at the 24. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
This defense for the Bears, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed. Picking up, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, "I'll take him, I'll fix him." The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, "He's yours from now on." Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
That's you, nigga. What happened if you don't know how to find a comment, dog? It's in a comment, nigga.
Here's Jackson to return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
He stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wentz. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. From the gun, it's Wentz.
Oh, Ricky got through there.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he lives a bit short here in the first down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Get in there.
This is taken at the 18.
Damn, where that boy come from?
A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Wentz now on 1st down.
Get in. Oh, my God.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Wentz now to throw. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Catch made here by Campbell. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase short-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off play action, Fields.
His throw is incomplete. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. To throw is Fields. That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Fields. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bears. Darnell Mooney from 6 yards away. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz.
Knock it down. Oh, he picked it.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on third down, Fields.
Oh, I hit the wrong
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Giants are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe...
I hit the wrong button. DJ Moore is square. DJ Moore is square. All I needed was 6 yards, and I hit the wrong fucking button. Fucked up field stats.
Trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Knock it down.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Here's a give to Herbert. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. It's Fields. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Whoa, is they double teaming this shit?
On first down, it's Fields.
Look at that.
And rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Oh my God! Now they won't let me throw it for him. I throw it for him, he's still. Oh my God!
Jackson, and the Giants are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Now Wentz. This is Shepard on the catch. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes on that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Wow.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Wentz now on first down.
Double team in the rookie. Oh, now he's stuck. Look at that. Come on.
He's got this complete to Robinson. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On second and goal, Wentz. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
Oh, no, he wants the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. What a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A handoff for Herbert. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. It's Herbert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
but I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player.
Tough, man. Come on, let's get on to the next week. Let's get on to the next week. Rain game. See what they got to say. Absolutely. We did our best to formulate a plan of attack, but all goes out the window the second you step on the field and into water. Yeah. It was a good week. The Vikings 2-0, we 2-1, the Packers 1-1, the Lions. Come on, let's go skip to the Seahawks. Let me show you the roster. Hold on after we get to the new week. QB1 check-in, where's the roster? They still got Fields, 77, but we're going to get that better. Them two guys. Blasingame came back. Oh, DJ Moore, there go the receiving pool. There go Tanya and another guy traded. I traded big tight end for Rasul Douglas. Still got him. He's a day one starter. I drafted this guy in the 3rd round. Safe future starter. You gonna see. Got Tevin at left. Whitehair. Davis. This another Terrence Steele. I picked him up out of free agency. Gibson ain't gonna be it. I don't believe he gonna be it. Cause if I felt like he was gonna be it, I wouldn't have signed Wormley. I wouldn't have signed that guy. But there go the rookie. I signed another guy to back him up. But there go the rookie. I got to throw the rookie in there. There goes Sanborny. He getting better. Tremaine. He's great. We working on him. So is TJ. They all getting better. We done won our last 2 games because we lost the first game of the season. There go the rookie right there that I drafted. Of course, you know E-Jack. You feel me? And JB9. So, yeah. But, this the end of that stream. If you hold on for a minute, I'll be right back. I'm finna stream the MLB. I got you. I'm gonna play like 30 minutes of MLB. And I'm going to be back. Hold on. Mouse stream. We'll be back tomorrow. But MLB coming back